Okay, folks, this is page 91A, and we're going to be talking about the first example. So, in this chapter, we're going to talk about application of equations, which is from page 91 all the way until page 110. And it will be all the word problems and also how do we deal with the applications for different equations as well. Okay. So, with that being said, let's take a look at examples on page 91. Are you ready? Yes, you're ready. Okay. Okay, so question number one, we have x plus a equal to b. And our solution is x is equal to b minus a. Do you know why we use b minus a? So right now we're trying to get the variable, right? And all we need to do is just move the a to the right side, right? So that's why it's become b minus a. Can you try question number three for me? So now we still want x, right? How do we solve for x now? What should we do? There are two ways to do it, okay? The first way to do this is that we move the b to the left side. So the left side becomes a minus b. Any question with it? A is equal to negative x, right? And then because we're still dealing with negative, we want to multiply each side by negative 1. So multiply this by the negative 1, also this side by negative 1 as well. So the left side becomes negative a plus b equal to x. So our answer will be x equal to negative a minus plus b, or b minus a. But this might be a little bit more complicated for us to understand. So why don't we just do this? Why don't we move the a to the right side and move the x to the left side? Might be easier, right? If I move the x to the left side, it becomes just x on the left side, right? Because we added x. What about on the right side? On the right side becomes my b minus a. So much easier. Okay. All right. This example is similar. It's just it teaches you how to deal with negatives. So exactly what I did before. So we have negative x here, and now we only have x, right? So before we had negative x there, we have a minus b. If we get rid of the negative, then it becomes negative a plus b. So every sign changes as well. Can you try question number 8 to test it out? So question number 8, very easy. We can move the x to the left side and move the b to the right side, or we just move the a to the left side, right? So what you did over there, perfect. So you did b minus a equal to x, which is x equal to b minus a. Or we can do negative x is equal to a minus b, multiply each side by negative, x equal to negative a plus b. Okay, any question for this page? We're good? No problem. Let's move on to the next one. Next one, we have to deal with a little bit fractions as well, okay? So 91b, let's try, like without talking about the examples, do you want to try question number 15, try it out? So move things around first. Okay, I see. So you did 5x equal to a minus b. Okay, that's fine. All right, and then you divide the 5 to the right side, right? Perfect. Very nice. Very nice. Do you want to try question number 16 for me as well? Question number 16. So you did negative 6x, okay, is equal to, all right, a minus 1. Good. And then you're going to divide what? Okay, so in this case over here, so what you did is you did negative 6x equal to a minus 1, right? So we are asked to divide the negative 6 to the right side, which now it becomes negative 6 at the bottom, a minus 1. But notice that, see, this over here was actually wrong. Do you know why? Because this should be a positive sign over here, right? So what you did is right. So this one is wrong. It should be negative a plus 1. Why and what happened? Because based on the examples at the bottom, can you take a look at the examples at the bottom? So what happens is that we had the negative at the bottom, right? Now we actually bring the negative upstairs. Once we bring that negative upstairs, this affects the a plus b, which becomes a minus b. In our case, this becomes a minus a plus 1 over 6. And then we can actually treat it, right, as negative a minus 1 over 6. So both of this representation will be right. The only difference is that this negative is outside and this negative is on the top. Okay, so both of them work. All right, question, page number 92. a little bit more complicated. Let's take a look at the example first, and then let's try question number 7. Okay. The example over here, right, is we have x over 2 equal to a plus b, this one. And then what happens is that we don't like fractions, right? So we multiply both sides by what? By 2. Once we multiply both sides by 2, on the left side, it becomes x, no problem. On the right side, it becomes a plus b. 2 times a plus b. Now we multiply the 2 inside, 2 times a and plus 2 times b. So now it becomes 2a plus 2b. Similarly, which question I said we're going to do? Question number 7? Okay, so for question number 7, what do you want to multiply both sides by? Okay, so what I see what you did. So what you did is that you moved x over 5, right, to the left side first, and then move the b to the right side, I'm assuming. Becomes like that. And then I multiply both sides by 5, right? So it becomes x equal to 5a minus, actually 5a minus b. Start with this one first. Then it becomes 5a minus 5b. Okay, good job, bro. All right, any questions? So all the others are pretty similar, right? Okay, good. 62b. Let's try the example first. So example, we have 3x plus b equal to 2, right? On the right side over here. We multiply both sides by 2. So then on the left side, we only have 3x plus b left. On the right side, we have 2a left. Okay, any questions? Now, we wanted to move the b to the right side. That's why we get the negative b here. And then we divide the 3 to the right side. Now it becomes 2a minus b over 3. Okay, so let's take a look at question number 14. Okay, let's see how we can do it. So what do we do first? We get rid of the fraction first, right? So we would multiply both sides by. Good job, girl. Multiply both sides by 4, all right? So then the left side becomes b minus 5x equal to 4a. Then what do you want to do? I see. So you did negative 5x equal to 4a minus b. Good job. All right, x equal to. Be very careful with the negatives that you're moving, okay? All right, so then I like what you did. So it can either be negative 4a minus b over 5, or it can be negative 4a plus b equal to 5. Whichever makes more sense, okay? So your answer is right as well, okay? So 93a. Okay, 93a. This is just kind of an exercises for what you just learned over here. I would just get you to do question number 8 just to try it out. Okay, very nice. Very nice time. Shouldn't we divide the 3 to the right side, or should we multiply the 3 to the right side, right? Okay, that's good. So your answer is a plus 3b over 3. Very good job. All right, 93b. So instead of x, we're now dealing with b and a, but the way that we're dealing with it is exactly the same. So right now you see that we put random numbers here, a, b, and c. Can you try question number 8? But remember, whatever is in a bracket is what we are trying to solve, right? So that basically, sometimes I will tell my students, okay, if it's asking you for b, all you need to do is just change this to x, and change this to x might be better for you to understand it. Very good. So you did a plus 3b equals to a2c. Okay, good. This step is fine. Next. You're solving for b, okay? Just mind you. Yes. But I see. So in terms of help is when okay. So it's just basically copying it down. Okay, I see. So stroke orders for that. But so he wasn't able to come up with the number 47 in between. Okay. Okay, I see. That's gonna be 4A. I mean 4A. Any sounds from here? Any sounds from here? No. What about here? Yeah. Lost it. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do 5A 101, please. Thank you. Because 5101, 5101's blend sounds perfect. Okay, so Nora, what was the answer for this one? Yes, please. 2C minus A. Good job. All right. 94A. Okay, so what is it? Can you elaborate your answer, question a little bit? Mhm. Oh, so in general, if you have fraction, like for example, this one, right? We had the 3b because we're trying to solve for b, right? Over here, we had the a plus 3b equal to 2c. So my instinct is, okay, I need to isolate b. What does isolate mean? Is that in between, right? Sorry, on both sides of the equation sign, right? Sometimes you have so many things happening. One, the notion of isolate is that I wanted to just separate it from all the other noise, which means that I need to move the box in circles to the right side. So in this case, my isolation, my target is going to be B. In that case, if I wanted to solve for B, I need to just keep the 3B there, nothing else. Sebastian, can you go to Miss Emily and she will check your score sheet? Can you go to Miss Emily and check your score sheet? Thanks so much. Yeah. So now, in order for you to get rid of A, you subtract the A to the right side. This becomes, right? And that makes sense, right? So now, how do you know if it's dividing or multiply? There's a 3 on the left side, right? So how are you going to just have B over here? What do? You need to divide it because 3 multiplied to the B, right? So then that's how you know, okay, I'm going to be used to divide. A fraction, exactly. Multiply, exactly. Especially if you have a fraction, a whole number at the bottom. Okay? Okay, you good? All right. Now let's go to 94A. So this is when we actually tap into something called word problems, right? First of all, we have to understand what is the question asking us to do. So let's look at question number 8. 1. X times 3 equals 4. So take it very literal, okay? X times 3. How do you represent times 3? It's basically times it by 3, right? So X times it by 3 equals 4. This is the easiest one. And tell me you know how to solve this, please. You know how to solve it, right? So we're not gonna talk about it. But what about number 5? X plus 1 over 3 equals 3 over 4. So same thing. X plus 1 over 3 is equal to 3 over 4, right? What about number 7? X minus 1 over 6 equal to 1 over 2. X minus 1 over 6 equals 1 over 2. This is the basic language of mathematics. So you just have to be translating your word into a mathematic notation. Any questions? Good. So in question number 3 over here, x divided by 3 equal to 2 over 3, 2 over 5, sorry. How do we represent divided by? There's two ways. We can do x divided by 3 equal to 2 over 5. But because we're in higher level, we can represent this by what? X over 3. That's also x divided by 3. Okay, any questions? All right. So let's go to 94. And I want you to take a look at number 12. This one is a little bit tough, okay? So if 5, okay, is added to x times 3. So let's decode it one by one, okay? First of all, how do we represent x times 3? We represent it by 3x, right? If 5 is added to it, how do we represent that? 5 plus 3x. But let me ask you this, Nora. When we use mathematical notation, do we use the variable first, then number, or number first doing variables? What you did here is right. 3x first and then plus 5. Okay? So 3x plus 5. And this equals x times 7 with 7 subtracted from it. This is very, very straightforward, right? How do we represent this one? Okay, 5x minus 7. Good, because 7. And do you know how to solve this? Okay, good. All right, perfect. All right, so now let's go to the other test. Good luck. Within 30 minutes, let's see. All right, 95A. All right, so this one gets a little bit tougher, okay? So we're gonna be looking at question number 4, okay? All right, 5 subtracted from 2 over 3 of x equals x divided by 4. So first of all, I will do x divided by 4 is basically x over 4, right? What about 5 subtracted from 2 over 3 of x? How do we represent that? Okay, good job. So you did 2 over 3 x subtract 5 equal to that. Perfect. Do you know how to solve this? What do we do? Remember, whenever we see fractions, especially numbers at the bottom, what do? We want to multiply both sides by the LCM for that, right? So what's the LCM for 3 and 4? So we're going to multiply both by 12, 12, and multiply both by 12 here, right? So then the left side becomes multiply. Yes. Yes. 8x, okay, minus, you need to multiply that by 12 too. Don't forget. 60, good job, equal to 3x, good. So how do we solve that? 8x minus 3x is equal to 60. So then 5x equal to 60, x equal to 12. Okay, good job. Alrighty, so 95b. Ooh. All right, so now I want you to take a look at question number 7 and also 8. I just need you to list, thank you, Lena. I just need you to list the equations for me. Liana, are you all done? Oh, one second. Emily, can you check on Liana? Can you check on Liana quickly? Because she just left. Please. Yes, she just left. Yes, yes, please. Yes. She said she has to go. Emily, Emily, I need Liana to come back. Liana, so quick. 1 second. Yes. Yeah, please. She's outside. Can you just take a quick look, please? Okay, so you have 3x plus 5. Good job. All right, what about number 8? Why? Yeah, I do. Data. I need to talk to them. I need to talk to them both. I'm recording a video right now. That's why. Okay, hold on. I need to talk to Liana first. Okay, sorry. Yeah. What about number 8? Let's do number 8 as well.